On the sea or on the land, he gets the situation well in hand.
Hiya, boys and girls. I've got a great show for you today, and you're going to like it. Get set. You're going to see some of my favorite pictures.
Hey, kids! Do you know what's inside specially marked boxes of tricks? Free old-time model airplane kits. You get a Mustang, or a Stuka, or a Zero. Easy to put together and...
Silly rabbit. Free model airplane kits, like tricks, are for kids.
And sometimes for tricky rabbits.
More coffee, Tom?
No, thanks, dear.
Try one of these Gino's pizza rolls, Brad. They're great.
Okay. It's a nice party, Mrs. Clark.
I see your husband didn't like your coffee.
I beg your pardon?
I'm Mrs. Johnson. You should try my coffee.
Look, I don't know who you are or how you got into my house, but you take your coffee and leave, okay?
What's that?
Beats me. Do you like the pizza rolls?
Wild. They taste like cheeseburgers.
And these taste like chili burgers, and then over here I have ham and cheese.
You seem to have everything, Mrs. Clark. Ever think you had bad breath, too?
No, but you do. Nice thing about these pizza rolls, you just take them out of the freezer and pop them into the oven.
Please, Clark, start wearing cleaner blouses.
I'll give you 30 seconds to take your blouse and get out of my house. Another Gino's pizza roll.
This is a wild party.
In this neighborhood, we get all the nuts.
You're one of those who just can't get enough of Batman. Help is here.
Hey, Jefferson and 12.
Hold tight. Bat turn.
Surrender! We've got you, fake bandit.
I order you to surrender.
I hope this doesn't depress you.
Sensational! Batman, watch out, those mummies!
Sometimes I think people expect too much of us, Batman.
They have a right to expect it.
But we're only human.
There. Feel better? It's only temporary relief, we know. But the next episode is just a few bat hours away.
Felix the cat, the wonderful, wonderful cat. Whenever he gets in a fix, he reaches into his bag of tricks. Felix the cat, the wonderful, wonderful cat. You laugh so much your sides will ache, your heart will go pit-a-pat. Watching Felix, the wonderful cat.
Here is Felix the cat, gay, carefree, out for a stroll with his little bag of tricks. Daydreaming again. Say, look at all those signs. Why, Felix doesn't even see them. Let's see what they say. Private property. Scram. Keep out. This means you. Felix better watch out or he'll get into trouble.
Ah, an apple tree. I'd better use my little bag of tricks. Oh, yeah. Delicious.
Trespassing with my property, eating my apples, of all the... What came out of that bag? Absolutely phenomenal. This will bear watching. Unbelievable. Amazing. A portable escalator. Fantastic. I wonder if that little bag can do other tricks. Why, it doesn't seem possible. I must follow him and see what else that little bag of tricks can do. Oh, he's at the lake. Swim anyway. Never never get across. No boat. I know he'll never make it. Now what's he up to? Amazing! He's turned that little bag of tricks into a canoe. I must have that bag. Stuff it. I must have that little bag. He's reached the opposite shore.
Time for lunch. There.
A picnic. Why, it's like black magic. I can't understand it. I'll get that bag. I've got to have that bag. Now. It's mine. My reducing ray never fails me. Now Felix is smaller than his bag of tricks, and it's all mine. And from up here, I can keep an eye on him. That's the thing to do, yes. Very good, very good. He's in my control.
Big deal. Him and his reducing machine.
That really fixed him. Sleepy.
For me, Professor.
Yes, get me that bag.
Come on, hit him in the face break. Suck him on this bucket. Twist his transistor. Okay, now over to the enlarging machine. No padding in the shoulders. Size 44. Let her rip!
This is an outrage. Oh, I can't stand it any longer.
What's spring?
A springy's been from head to knee.
Bullwinkle and Rocky.
Underdog and Lucky. Free inside Frosty-O's and Lucky Charms.
Springy's dance.
Springy's bend.
Springy's ride.
And hold on to things.
There's a free Springy inside each specially marked box of magically delicious Lucky Charms.
And three-way energy Frosty-O's.
Bullwinkle
And Rocky.
Underdog
And Lucky. Free inside Frosty-O's and Lucky Charms.
Hi there. Jessie, do I have to say I'm Lucy?
No, but say something.
Oh, all right. Folks, Jessie and I would just love to have you see our show every week.
And by the way, I love Lucy.
With the success of the recent Apollo space flights, man has been brought another step closer to the moon. Aboard these manned Apollo flights, 3 astronauts, and with them, Tang. Tang, the energy breakfast drink with rich natural flavor and more vitamin C than orange juice. Still, Tang's biggest role isn't in NASA's space program. It's right here on Earth.
Full of mischief, full of charm, Barbara Eden stars in I Dream of Jeannie. Tonight at 7:30, 6:30 Central Time on NBC.
Felix the cat, the wonderful, wonderful cat. Whenever he gets in a fix, he reaches into his bag of tricks. Felix the cat, the wonderful, wonderful cat. You laugh so much your sides will ache, your heart will go pit-a-pat. Watching Felix, the wonderful cat.
Now, Felix, take good care of Point Dexter. I've got work to do.
Look out, Professor! Well, Poindexter, what'll we do now?
Let's conjugate some Latin verbs, Mr. Felix.
Sounds like fun, but not right now.
Then perhaps I could build something.
Yeah, do that. Hey, what's that?
This is my little construction set, Mr. Felix.
A little? Let me see those plans. An electronic computer. You're going to build that?
No, Mr. Felix. I built that last week.
Oh, how about this? A 17 million volt cyclotron. A cyclotron?
An atom smasher.
Don't fool around with that.
I won't, Mr. Felix. It's too elementary.
Build anything, but don't bother me. And no atom smasher.
No, Mr. Felix. I'll build a little carousel.
Okay, have fun.
Mr. Felix, and erected a little flying saucer.
That's nice.
And now may I take off?
Take off? Yeah, sure.
But where shall I go?
Let me see. I got it. Go to the moon.
Okay, Mr. Felix. Farewell for now.
Kids have the darndest imagination. Ha, ha, ha. Huh?
going a little slow. Something's dragging.
Wow, I babysit for the professor's nephew, and he builds a flying saucer. And when I try to stop him, here I am. Stratosphere, falling stars. Poindexter, help! Poindexter! Poindexter!
Sorry, I cannot assist you.
Why?
Because I happen to be out of rocket fuel.
Oh. He is going down. And I'm right behind him. Boy, what a place! Well, I still gotta find Poindexter. Poindexter! Are you all right?
Yes, Mr. Felix. I guess I have been a bad boy.
Oh, that's all right, Poinsy. But what will Uncle say?
Strange, Poindexter and Felix are gone. Dear Uncle, have gone to the moon in my little flying saucer. Love, Poindexter. To the moon? Why, it's almost his bedtime. A growing boy needs his sleep.
A fine thing. We're stuck on this old moon. We'll starve.
We're ready to take off for home.
I thought we were out of gas.
I know, Mr. Felix. I've just built a little atomic drive. It will take us home.
Oh, boy! Home!
This is the Martian speaking. I'm hovering over your rooftop right now. But stay where you are. You can see me on that rather crude instrument of yours. I only broke in to tell you that I'm enjoying my visit to your planet. My friend Tim O'Hara seems spellbound by even the most ordinary little powers that we practice on Mars. Note these exhibits from my memory recorder. And it's most gratifying improving the primitive appearance of some of your Earth people. I must confess that due to interferences such as these pesky sunspots, I sometimes get into trouble on our planet. I do hope that you'll continue to enjoy my adventures with Tim O'Hara, who calls me his favorite Martian.
Miss Montgomery, this is an audience survey. Anything new on Bewitched for ABC's second season?
Oh, yes. We're moving to a new time, half an hour earlier, so the whole family can watch Bewitched. It'll be on at 8:30, 7:30 Central Time.
Judy Carn, does Love on a Rooftop have new plans for the second season?
Oh, yes, we're moving, you know. Not away from our rooftop or San Francisco, but we're going to follow Bewitched on Thursday night.
Marlo Thomas?
Hi. Yes, I'm that girl, and I'll still be seeing you at 8:30. Oh, well, you'll still be seeing me. Oh, we'll all be seeing each other. But Wish at 8:30, Love on the Rooftop at 9, and us at... Look, if you'll just tune in at 8:30 and stay until 10, you won't miss a thing. There'll be a whole new look to Thursday night. Bewitched half an hour earlier, followed by Love on a Rooftop, and then That Girl. Please join us in color on ABC.
CBS presents this program in color.
Come on, what's the delay? Okay, coming up. Little service here. Come on, I'm hungry. Okay, I got some ready. Coming up there, boy, coming up. I got a stack all ready for you. I'm hungry. Okay, there you are. Mosey boy, right there. All right. Where's the syrup? Get some syrup! Syrup. Yeah. There's got the syrup. There you are. Syrup. That's oh, boy, that's good, huh? That's genuine syrup. That is. That's... What's the matter? Uh-oh, wait a minute. Something wrong. Huh? I can't hear you. What? Oh. You'll get you. No. Grab this. Not like this. You pull down. Pull down on the chair. Like that. That's no good. Wait. You grab it. No. It ain't working. No. Never mind, Mo. I'll explain it. It looks like it might take a little more time than we expected, so why don't you just relax and watch the cartoon, huh?
This is the city. Here live 1 million people. Some honest, some nasty. This is a bad man. He steals candy. This is another bad man. He steals toys. His name, Linky Dinky. Here are the policemen from the 4th Precinct. Their job, catch bad men and put them in jail.
Calling car 13. Come in, you lame brains.
That's us. Answer the phone. Lame Brains here. Who's there?
Linky Dinky Smith is robbing a toy store at Hawthorne near the freeway. It's your job. Stop him.
Now, all we gotta do is find him before he finds us.
Curly Joe, go search the counter. Larry, the shelf. I'll check this door. Maybe he's in here. He is. We got you now, Linky Dinky.
The game's over.
Look, it's just a marble.
Yeah. An exploding marble. So, you want war, eh?
Let him have it, Curly.
Not us, stupid. Him.
Go get him, Ace.
Look, a toy bomber is heading right for us.
Look out.
It's a dud. Yeah, what luck?
It's a dud. Boy, are you sharp. There's only one way to capture Linky Dinky, knuckleheads.
What's that? Charge!
Quick, men. He went into that box.
He's not in here. Not in here either.
And there's only one place he could be, in the third box. All right, come out of there.
Where is he?
He's over there.
Okay, Linky Dinky, you asked for this. Sick him, boy. Knock him for a loop, buddy boy.
Go get him, 88.
Oh, yeah? Go calm down. Burst that pack. Get that door, pussycat. Charlie! Charlie! Charlie!
Right.
Yeah! Boy, weapons coming.
Well, Captain, you can send the paddy wagon. We've captured Linky Dinky Smith. What's so funny, chowderheads?
That's a toy phone.
Oh.
Are you mad, Mo? No, he's not mad. No, see, he's not mad. He's not saying anything. Well, say something, Mo.
You know what? Everybody, but everybody gets a great big bang out of Donna in The Donna Reed Show. Now, that's because she's the normal, lovable American wife and mother who baffles the normal American husband and father, twisting any ordinary situation into a four-alarm riot. There's Carl Betts as Dr. Alex Stone.
Oh, women.
Paul Peterson as son Jeff.
Man!
He's at that in-between age. Shelley Fabre as daughter Mary. She's at that romantic teenage with all its rapturous problems. Between these four, there's a wonderful feeling of family affection, which somehow leaps across the ether waves from their home to yours. So join them to share the fun, the surprise, the really warmth of The Donna Reed Show, every week on ABC TV.
Flame jumpers! Get out of here!
Just a minute. What do you think you're doing there? Now, hold your fire, stranger. We're not claim jumpers.
We're prospecting for uranium. You're out of luck. Ain't nothing around here except gold and silver.
You lame brain. You brought the wrong map.
Hey, you boys put me in mind of a couple of fellers I used to know right well. Cactus Pete, roughest, toughest gunfighter ever straight up a salute. You're our dead ringer for Frizzletop Freddy. Yeah, oh, he's a rough one. The town weren't big enough for them two, especially when they both fell for Lulabelle, the prettiest dance hall gal in town. I remember the day it came to a showdown.
Lulabelle? It's me, Loverboy. Where are you, honey?
Lulabelle, don't listen to this sidewinder. I'm here. Hello, boys.
She's beautiful. A perfect 48, 52, 48. Lulabelle, come away with me, honey.
No, come away with me. Oh, goodness, you're both so handsome. Well, you just have to settle it between yourselves.
I'm ready, able, and willing, honey.
Oh, my. We'll settle it right now.
Go. I want to see just one more cartoon.
To some folks, the winning of the West West was a colorful story of cowboys and Indians, and the untiring devotion of duty by the gallant fighting men of the U.S. Cavalry. But those of us who lived through it know that the West was tamed with the coming of the railroads, those strong, thin bands of steel that tied west to east. Yep, the West was won by the mighty Iron Horse and the men who kept her running on time. Yes, sirree, the West owes a big thank you to those men, setting the ties and laying the rails through unknown territory, never knowing what new danger lay ahead. The men known as the Gandy Dancers.
All right already. Wake up, you mugs. Coffee break's over. I want this line through the tunnel by 5 o'clock or else. Now move it.
Boy, what a pushy foreman.
Yeah, he sure takes all the fun out of railroading.
Knock it off, powder brains, and get those rails into the tunnel.
There's a lion in there.
There ain't no lions around here, idiot.
Well, go in and see for yourself.
Yeah, you're brave.
I'm telling you guys, there ain't no lion in there. There's a lion in that tunnel.
The only line in that tunnel is a railroad line. If it's not on the other side of that mountain by 5 o'clock, you boys are going to lose 6 months' pay.
Go ahead, Numbskull. Throw it in there. Uh-oh. Here comes the boss.
You know, you guys make it kind of hard for a man to enjoy a cup of coffee. Schedule.
Now, all we have to do is reach the other side of the mountain, right?
Right. But that lion won't let us in the tunnel.
Never mind, Tinhead. We'll go over the mountain.
Congratulations, man. I knew you could do it. If you put your minds to it, I'll just go and check it out.
Don't you think it's a little too steep?
Don't worry, Knucklehead. Once he's over the top, it's downhill all the way.
Clever, clever.
I don't believe you boys are getting the idea. I said through the tunnel.
If this doesn't get that stupid lion out of there, nothing will.
There goes a worthy opponent.
All right, you Gandy dancers. Let's get this railroad through the tunnel.
It's 5 o'clock and we're through the tunnel.
Good work, man. I'm proud of us.
Look out, I'm coming through. That wraps it.
If we start now, we should be in Bakersfield by midnight.
You blasted Indians way-legged bands on you.
What about Lulabelle? Whatever happened to her?
Lulabelle? Lulabelle!
Popsy!
Oh, you're ugly, you are.
Somewhere back at the dawn of history, man discovered roast duck. Man's next discovery, the stuffy stomach. Centuries will pass before he discovers something to unstuff it. When he does, he will call it Alka-Seltzer. Its bubbly alkalizers will neutralize his stuffy stomach. Too late for him, but not too late for us.
Hurry up, it's hot up here in the sun.
What do you think, it's ice cold down here?
Don't you give me none of your back talk. Keep digging. I found something.
Is it gold? No. Silver? No. Is it beautiful treasure? How do I know?
No, it's Mo.
And he ain't beautiful.
You idiot! It's me, all right. Now get back there and go to work.
I'm sorry.
Come on. The treasure's supposed to be right here, according to the map.
Mo, we found it.
Come on, get it up here. Oh, boy. Boy. Take it easy now, fellas.
Hey, it's locked.
Well, we'll get the tools and open it up.
Yeah, get a chisel, boy.
There you are.
Treasure.
There's the chisel. Oh, there's the mallet.
Okay, I'll hold it for you there, Larry boy.
Give it. Oh! What's with you? What are you hitting for?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, get the hammer up here.
Give me a hammer.
I'll get to it.
Hey, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. I can't wait. Take a picture. Treasure, easy, fellas, now. A treasure. A treasure. Looks like a treasure. Another box?
But that's there.
Well, boy, this is got it. That's got another box? How do you like this?
Here, now.
Hey. Oh, boy. It may be small, but I'll bet you it's rich.
Good things come in small packets.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Well, that's even better. It's smaller. Treasure. Another one? What's it say?
The next Stooge cartoon is going to be wonderful.
Well, let's watch it.
All right, knuckleheads, inside.
But it's dark in there. This is a spooky-looking pyramid, buddy boy.
Never mind, Chowder Brain. Watch your yow.
Zowie! Say, we got to the bottom of that in a hurry. Where are we?
Well, let me see. We know we're somewhere inside the Great Pyramid. So we take the square of these two sides and add them to the square of the hypotenuse.
Square?
Like you, Chowderhead. So we take the square root of 783,596.85. Aha! Just as I thought.
Yeah?
We're hopelessly lost. Hey, Curly, where are you going?
He's following that strange sound. Hello, Mummy. Are you friendly? I guess not. Help! Mo! Larry! Help! Let go, Mummy! Huh? Follow you? You're as bad as Mo, so bossy. Whoops!
Hold on, Curly. Help us on the way. Hey, look! Early hieroglyphics. What a find.
And what a headache. Ooh.
By using my handy pocket-sized version of the Rosetta Stone, I will translate. Papyrus is white. The Nile is blue. If you don't like the lamb chops, then eat bamboo.
Golly, they had commercials, too.
Don't be ridiculous, lame brain. The early Egyptians didn't have television.
What a miserable life. No TV. What's this?
Cut that out.
You hear that?
I know I heard something, and now I see something. Run for your lives! Oh,
hurry up.
Come on.
Hey, hold on my feet.
Can't get any sleep around here anymore. We're stuck with some real live ones. We must get these people out of here.
Here they come again.
Hold it. You can't do that to us.
We're friends.
Yeah, let's talk this thing over.
Of course, we've talked the whole thing over.
I'm a very friendly crew. How about you?
That. Are we gonna let those mummies get away with this?
Not without a fight.
We'll tear them apart.
Boo. Did you say boo, Larry?
Not me.
Me neither.
Then the last one to the Nile is a crocodile.
Yeah, well, I'll be in
How's
the
it going here? Very disappointing.
Yeah, no treasure, nothing.
That's right, nothing.
And the gold is supposed to be right here.
Yeah, you're right. We're supposed to. How about that? Nothing but that goop.
Yeah. No gold, just that gooey black stuff.
Yeah, it's just that.
Oil!
The 24-hour bug. When he gets your stomach, he makes you miserable. Nothing can make him go away, but something can make him easier to live with. Pepto-Bismol liquid. Pepto-Bismol's coating action soothes the nausea and relieves the upset that makes you feel so awful. Take Pepto-Bismol liquid until the bug stops bugging you.
Oh, how do you do, ma'am? We're the Live Wire Electric Company at your service.
Well, I didn't expect 3 of you. It's just a tiny little buzzer that doesn't work. It's very simple.
Oh, that makes us even. So are we. You've heard the old saying, many hands make light work. So you just buzz off and we'll have your buzzer buzzing in a jiffy.
And a quick jiffy, too.
Well, all right. I'll be in my office. You call me if you need me.
Yes, ma'am. Let's go.
Pardon me, miss. Please. We have work to do. There we are.
See here. Wire goes right through the wall here. I'll take it on the other side. Pardon me.
Wait a minute. Where you going? I've got work to do.
What's going on out there? Oh!
That you on the other side, Curly Joe?
Yeah, I'm over here, Mo.
Okay, I think I found a wire.
Operator! Operator!
Hey, Mo, I think I got it.
Oh, what is that here?
Larry, give me a hand here, will you?
Okay.
Get up. Now, wait a minute. Now, give me a good.
You'll have to admit, that's using your head. Don't we always? Well, youngsters, I think you ought to watch, because I got a headache. My surfboard lies over the ocean.
Ocean.
My surfboard lies over the sea.
The sea.
My surfboard lies over the ocean.
Ocean.
Oh, bring back my surfboard to
me. Right back to me.
Now, you boys are sure you can fix that drippy faucet in the sink.
Just leave it to us, ma'am.
We're expert at drippy faucets.
And stuck-up drains.
Very well. I'll go to my hair appointment. You should be finished by the time I return.
Don't worry about a thing, ma'am. We'll fix everything.
Okay, Frizzletop, you cut off the water.
Consider it done, old Master Plumber.
That was very funny, Larry.
Thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
I like this better. Now go cut off that water. And you, lame brain, fix the drain in the sink.
Consider it done, old Master Plumber.
You forgot your plumber's friend.
Doesn't seem very friendly to me.
He set the cut off the water, but he didn't say how far down. This should be about right. Sure is wet water.
I can feel it beginning to give.
When you're through playing games, numbskull, you might check the water meter.
Right, Chief.
Maybe loosening a bolt or two will help.
Right, Chief. That's funny.
Never mind. Have you checked that meter yet?
One check meter coming up. Stand by for checking, little meter. Ah, there you are.
Have you ever seen anything so ridiculous? Unbelievable. Here's the trouble. These pipes are loose. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I knew I should have worn a bathing suit.
The meter's shaking.
If there's anything I hate, it's a stubborn pipe.
Okay, meter. I'll teach you to hit an innocent meter checker.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah?
Ow! This is silly. Get me down! Help!
This wire brush ought to open up the pipes.
No, 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 not that!
What have you idiots done to my house?
Well, ma'am, at least you don't have to worry about drippy faucets anymore.
Or stuck-up drain.
Sometimes, though, you should consider having this bathtub fixed.
Forget the top, Chubby. I'm going to fix something else.
I get it. Goodbye.
Me too, goodbye.
No sense in me hanging around. Bye!
You idiots, you crooks! Come back so I can shoot you!
Get out of here! Well, I got my back to it.
That boy, up there. Up the daisy, Mo.
There you are, boy.
Yeah.
Where am I?
Yeah. How do you feel, Mo?
Oh, fine. I always come into a room like that.
Oh, my goodness. She fainted. I wonder why.
Gotcha.
Caught me what?
Judy, you're always raving about cheer, but you're not using it.
Oh, I always use cheer in hot water. But see, this is a cold water wash.
You didn't know?
No what?
Cheer's got so much power in cold water.
Yeah.
You don't need a special cold water detergent.
Aha! But what about the whites? Well, get those clean in cold water.
Yep, even the whites.
Come on, how?
Cheer's preset for cold water.
What do you mean?
Well, it cleans and whitens better than any leading cold water detergent.
Any of them?
Any of them.
So if you're right, then that means that I don't need two detergents.
Right.
But if you're wrong...
Well, was I right? White enough?
White enough? Look at that shirt. I mean, look at this laundry whiteness.
And in cold water with cheer.
Yes. Here, I won't need this anymore. Oh, look at these socks. They're saying I'm white. Oh, I'm so excited.
ABC, where I'll be seeing you in the Green Hornet. I am Bruce Lee, inviting you to join me every Friday night on most of these ABC stations.
Get set, get ready. Here comes Ruff and Reddy. They're tough but steady, always rough and ready. They sometimes have their little spats, even fight like dogs and cats. But when they need each other, that's when they're rough and ready.
Take a county fair, any fair, anywhere.
Add merry-go-rounds, rides and clowns, stands and fans. Then look for the nearest cotton candy machine, and there you'll usually find our friends, Ruff and Reddy.
Hey, Reddy, I think I've had it.
Speak for yourself, Ruff. I'm just working up to some real eating stuff.
You mean after 6 bottles of soda pop, 5 hot dogs, and 3 bags of popcorn?
Yeah, and don't forget the 2 ketchup molds.
All right, folks, step right up and win a big prize. 3 balls for a nickel. How about it, Fatty? Hit the target and win a big prize.
Fatty, huh?
Steady, Reddy?
Okay, smarty pants. You just let me have 3 balls.
Okay, chum. Here you are.
Okay, yourself. And now, just stand back. They don't call me old Screwball Reddy for nothing.
No, you can say that again.
Watch this wind up.
Not bad, Fatty. Not bad.
Not bad, huh? Well, this time Fatty's gonna do it blindfolded.
Here you are again, chum.
Now watch it this. For my next pitch, I'm gonna throw my Reddy Cannonball Special. Hey, I hit something.
In a blue suit to boot.
Gosh, Ossifer, I missed.
You're telling me. Any more trouble from you, and out you go.
Oh, yes, sir. I know, sir. Indeed, I do, sir. How could I help it if he got his noggin in the way?
They don't call me Screwball Reddy for nothing, he says.
Well, they don't. Hey, Ruff, looky. It says here, try your strength.
Careful, Reddy.
I always wanted to try one of these gadgets. Uh-oh. Here comes that policeman. Howdy, Ossifer.
And just what do you think you're up to now?
Just trying out my strength on this here gadget, Ossifer. Stand back for a trip to the moon.
Trip to the moon? Oh, you're going for a trip to the rock, Doc.
I know. Here he comes.
He's still coming.
It was an accident, I tell you.
It was a catastrophe, you mean? Let's hide in this basket.
I'll find those 2 smart Alecks yet.
Down, Reddy. You're in enough trouble.
Maybe yes, and maybe no. Ruff and Reddy are hiding in the basket of a balloon. And what's worse, the rope holding the balloon is slipping. Gulp. I mean, it slipped. And that balloon is on its way. Maybe Reddy is going to get that trip to the moon whether he likes it or not. And that's going to be rough on Ruff. Don't miss a tisket, a tasket, who lost their basket. The next episode of Ruff and Reddy.
Buckle up for safety, buckle up. Buckle up for safety, always buckle up. Pull your seat belt snug, give an extra tug. Buckle up for safety, buckle up.
Buckle up for safety, buckle up. Buckle up for safety, always buckle up. Show the world you care by the belt you wear. Buckle up for safety when you're driving, buckle up.
Buckle up for safety, everybody, buckle up.
As you remember, Ruff and Reddy were at the county fair when Reddy decided to try his strength.
I always wanted to try one of these gadgets.
And hit a policeman on the toe by mistake. They both took to their heels and hid in the basket of a flight balloon, just as the rope slipped. They don't know it, but away they're going.
Hey, do you think that policeman's gone?
Keep your noggin down. I'll take a peek. It's okay, Reddy. The coast is clear. I don't see anybody.
You know something, Ruff?
No. What?
I don't like to bring this up, Guy, but we're high. Sky high.
Yikes! What are
we doing way up here in a balloon?
That's a good question. And the next question is, how do the boys get down? That ground is far away and getting further away every minute.
Things weren't bad enough, Ruff. Now I'm a balloon napper.
You mean we're both balloon nappers?
We better get down to Earth and do some fast talking.
You'd better do something fast. That balloon is beginning to drift.
Getting down ought to be easy. All we have to do is let some air out of the balloon.
Well, that's simple. Anybody got a pen?
Don't you be simple. I think you pull that valve cord or whatever it is up there, and it lets the air out easy like.
I hope we land easy like. Well, here goes.
Careful, Reddy.
I hope we don't drop with a ka-flop. It's stuck, Ruff.
Well, if you don't get it unstuck, we're gonna be stuck up here.
Relax, Ruff. I'll give it a king-size yank, and we'll head for terra firma.
Reddy! Reddy! I lost my best pal.
Your best pal's not lost yet, but he's the next nearest thing to it. If you don't get me back in that basket...
Hang on, Reddy. I'll think of something.
Don't think of something. Do something. My hands are slipping.
Sure enough, Reddy's hold is slipping. And what's worse, things are due to get even more fouled up because heading their way is the biggest foul you ever saw. A giant condor. He spotted the balloon and instinctively attacks it.
Shoo! Shoo! You overgrown chicken hawk!
Scat! Scram! Shoo!
Sorry, fellas. That bird isn't shooing that easy.
I hope that bird's beak doesn't make us spring a leak.
It doesn't look good, see? He's working at it. Don't miss Three's a Crowd in a Cloud, the next episode of Ruff and Reddy.
The Flintstones.
Investigate riot at 5th and Stone Canyon.
It's a riot. It's a scream. It's the freshest, funniest show on television.
Quiet out there!
The Flintstones, every week on ABC TV.
Our pals, Ruff and Reddy, are really up in the air this time and getting higher by the minute. Unless Reddy succeeds in letting enough air out of that balloon. Well, things were bad enough. But hang on, Reddy, because they're going to get worse. Here comes a giant condor, and that can only mean a peck of trouble for Ruff and Reddy.
Shoo! Shoo! You overgrown chicken hawk!
Hey, Red, look! That chicken hawk is chickened out. Old Big Puss is leaving.
Well, if you don't do something quick, old Reddy's going to be leaving, Stephen.
Oops. Looks as if Ruff spoke too soon. Here comes Big Puss at high noon.
Oh, no.
Oh, no what, Ruff?
Enemy bird at 12 o'clock.
It's that king-size turkey again.
Right, Reddy. And that turkey seems determined to put a hole in that balloon.
Shoot! Shoot! Scat, you buzzard!
No use, Ruff. This buzzard's got one thing on his mind, and that's to puncture the balloon. And he did it. A hole big enough to drive a truck through. And the balloon, with Reddy still clinging to the rope and Ruff still in the basket, heads for Earth. Correction. The boys aren't heading for the Earth because there isn't any. That's the ocean down below, and it looks awfully wet. And what's worse, Reddy doesn't swim very good. Just sort of a weak dog paddle.
Hey, Reddy, look! We're saved! It's an island!
An island? We don't see any island. Wait a minute. That speck. It is. It's an island? and the punctured balloon is heading straight for it. Or should we say, almost straight for it. Will it be a hit or a miss? Ever have a year when everything seemed to go wrong?
Reddy? Reddy, where are you? Reddy? Where are you?
Over here, Ruff.
Reddy! I thought you couldn't swim.
Who's swimming? I just hitched a ride on this turtle taxi. Hang on, and I'll give you a tow.
Well, I guess only Reddy could fall in the ocean and come up with a turtle taxi. But if the boys think playing Robinson Crusoe on this spooky little speck of an island is going to be fun, they're in for a surprise. A big surprise.
Help! Murder! Police!
See what I mean?
Help! Murder! Police!
Don't miss Fine Feathered Birds of a Feather, the next episode of Ruff and Reddy.
Maxim freeze-dried coffee brings you 6 exciting summertime uses for your percolator. We do this now because it's time to enjoy a tall, frosty glass of iced Maxim and use your percolator for other things. For a refreshing summer change, try iced Maxim. You may never perk again.
As you remember, a large condor attacked Ruff and Reddy's balloon and succeeded in puncturing it. With a loud hiss, the balloon started its fall straight down, with Reddy still clinging to a rope and Ruff still in the basket. And below them is the big, wet ocean. But wait a minute. There's an island directly below. And our pals are saved. Or maybe they'd have been better off in the ocean. This island doesn't look too good.
Help! Murder! Police!
Somebody's in trouble.
What was that?
It sounded like someone hollering for help. Murder! Police! Help! Murder! Police! There he goes again.
And that's no echo. And here I go back in the ocean.
Wait, Reddy. Wait! You can't swim.
I'll learn. Let go of my stern.
But maybe somebody's in trouble.
You're right. We are. I make a motion to adjourn to the surf, Murph.
Well, we can't leave without a boat, and maybe if we help somebody, they'll give us a lift.
Sometimes you make so much sense, I can't stand you.
The yelling came from over that way.
So why don't we go this way?
Okay, I'll go alone.
Okay, I'll go with you. It's not that I'm scared, just cowardly.
Let's face it, Ruff and Reddy are real scared, but they can never refuse a call for help.
See anything, Reddy?
No. Only that sneaky-looking submarine.
Yeah, only that sneaky-looking submarine. Submarine?
Right. Ruff and Reddy, that is a sneaky-looking submarine anchored in the lagoon. And up on shore, there seems to be something sneaky going on. And no wonder. Look at the sneaks responsible.
Help! Murder! Police!
Let me pop that parrot once. Huh, boss? Just once.
Let him holler. Nobody can hear him out here on this island. For the last time, Skipper, where is the treasure?
You'll never get old Ollie to talk, you blasted pirates.
You can get old Squawky Talkie to talk. Listen. Help! Murder!
Could I let him have it, please? Could I?
No, I have plans for that parrot. And when I get through with him, the skipper will talk.
I get it.
It's that laughing goon, Saltwater Daffy.
And Captain Greedy. Look, they're putting them in that shack.
The first thing we'll do is boil that parrot in oil.
Then we'll stuff him with breadcrumbs.
Go ahead and do your worst. We're not afraid of you.
Belay there, Skipper. Speak for yourself. I'm parrot. I mean chicken. We've got to help them.
That's for sure. Let's call the police.
Don't be silly. We'll sneak up in the back of the shack. Come on.
Well, there's one thing you have to admit. Ruff and Reddy are foolhardy. Brave. But let's hope being brave is enough. After all, that saltwater daffy is armed and trigger-happy. Don't miss. A bird in hand is a handy bird. The next episode of Ruff and Reddy.
Big G, little O. Go with the goodness of Cheerios, but not for long. I take my new anti-Cheerios gun and hold up this Cheerio. Then Simon says, go O! The hole is gone. It looks like a tiddlywink. Now people won't eat Cheerios for Cheerios muscles. They'll have no power instead of go power.
Oh, underdog! Simon Bar Sinister has invented a new gun and is on his way to the Cheerios factory to take the O's out of Cheerios.
No need to fear. Underdog is here. It's hip, hip, and away I go.
Did Underdog arrive in time to save the Cheerios? Or did Simon turn them into tiddlywinks? Buy a box of Cheerios and see.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. Days of Our Lives, a new dramatic serial starring MacDonald Carey.
Hello, I'm Mr. Red.
A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed. Go right to the source and ask the horse. He'll give you the answer that you endorse. He's always on a steady course. Talk to Mr. Ed.
Darn that horse.
Market drops 5 points. I'm glad my money's tied up in hay. Oh, morning, Wilbur.
Never mind that. I'm tired of you beating me to the morning paper. I like to read it with my eggs.
I like to read it with my hay.
When you get finished with the paper, nobody else can look at it.
Say, Wilbur, get a load of this story. Here at the bottom of the page in the corner.
Little old lady leaves cat $50,000. Oh, that's silly.
What do you mean, silly?
What's a cat going to do with $50,000?
Well, he won't have to chase mice in his old age.
That's true. He could buy himself 40 or 50 cows, have a lifetime supply of milk.
That cat's got security, which is more than I've got.
If it'll make you feel any better, if anything happens to me, Carol will take care of you.
Yeah, suppose she marries a horse hater.
Oh, she won't. Carol only marries nice people.
Wilbur.
What?
Am I mentioned in your will?
Now, wait a minute, Ed. No horse gets better care than you do. You get the finest hay, the best carrots, and something else. Last night I went out and I spent $5 on you for these special mineral tablets. Supposed to be good for your coat.
Well, I'm not worried about my health. It's your health I'm worried about.
Come on.
No, thanks. I'm a horse, not a guinea pig.
Carol finds out I've wasted $5 on these, she'll kill me.
And then marry that horse hater.
She will not marry a horse hater.
Hi.
Hi. Ed, I've changed my mind. I've decided to see a lawyer and get a will drawn up so that you'll be taken care of.
Oh, that's swell. You planning to leave something for your wife, too?
Well, you feel more secure now?
Yeah. Maybe I won't be a wealthy cat, but I won't be a starving horse.
Oh, before I go, how about trying one of these mineral pills, huh?
Oh, Wilbur, I don't want that junk.
I hate to waste them. They're so expensive.
Then you eat them.
You know, Carol is right. I pamper you too much.
Yeah. Oh, Wilbur.
Yeah?
I don't know how much you plan to leave me, but remember one thing.
What?
That cat got 50,000.
All right, Mr. Post. Now that we've listed your assets, let's get on with the provisions of your will. I assume you wish to leave the bulk of your estate to Mrs. Post?
That's right. I'd also like to provide for the care of Mr. Ed.
Mr. Ed, relative?
No.
Friend?
Well, did you read in the paper this morning where this little old lady left her cat $50,000?
Oh, yes. You know, someone is sure to contest that will.
Oh?
Anyone that would leave that much money to a dumb animal must be, shall we say, don't you agree?
Huh? Oh, yes.
Now then, this Mr. Ed, how shall we describe his relationship to you?
Well, you better just put down there as a friend.
Friend. Hmm? And, how do you want to provide for him?
Food. I'd like him to have a lifetime supply of carrots, oats, and barley.
He's a vegetarian?
Fanatically. I'd also like you to put a little money aside to keep him in shoes.
I understand. Shoes, clothing.
Just shoes. He doesn't wear clothes.
No clothes?
Just a blanket.
Oh, I see. He's an Indian, eh?
No, Palomino.
Mr. Ed is a horse?
Yes. And I know this may sound peculiar, Mr. Deedley, but there are several other provisions I'd like included in the will.
Yes, Mr. Post?
Well, first, his TV set must be kept in good working order.
Your horse has his own TV set?
Well, my wife won't let him in the house to watch with us.
She won't?
Can't blame her. Horse doesn't belong inside a house.
Of course not.
He's much happier where he is, in my office.
Your office?
Well, it's really a corner of the barn that I converted.
I see. Will there be anything else, Mr. Post?
No.
Well, I think I have all the necessary information. Now you'll just have Mrs. Post come down here.
Oh, no. I don't want my wife to know anything about this. You see, she feels that I'm overly attached to my horse.
Whatever gave her that idea?
You know women.
Yes. Well, now, before my secretary types this up, let's just review these notes. I, Wilbur Post, being of sound mind, and not being actuated by any duress, menace, fraud, or undue influence whatsoever.
Well, Ed, it's all finished. I just made out my will.
Good. Who'd you name as executor?
Executor?
You know, the one who hands out the loot.
Oh, Addison.
Oh, Wilbur, he hates me. That's like cutting me off without one red carrot.
Wait a minute, Ed. You may not like Roger, but when the chips are down, he's a perfectly gentle and honest man.
Yeah? Name me one animal lover who had a mustache.
Oh. Theodore Roosevelt.
Please. He was cruel to horses.
Theodore Roosevelt?
Well, sure. Why do you think they called him a Rough Rider?
Will you stop worrying? I tell you, Roger Addison is a perfectly honest man. You'll get all the food that's coming to you.
Yeah, with him dishing out my hay, I'd hire a food taster.
What do you want me to do?
Call the lawyer. Tell him when you named Addison it was temporary insanity.
And tell me, who do you want as executive?
Well, I know somebody who's fair, honest, and completely trustworthy.
Yeah, who?
Me.
It's hard to fall asleep when some of the things you've eaten insist on staying up past your bedtime. If there are little things still kicking around, your stomach is going to keep you awake. Unless you take Alka-Seltzer. Those soothing alkalizers in Alka-Seltzer can quiet an upset stomach, and Alka-Seltzer's bubbles help bubble your stomach's troubles away. Alka-Seltzer before bedtime. If your stomach doesn't get a good night's rest, neither will you.
Please, Mr. Sweeney, my husband's home today.
Mr. Sweeney?
Oh, Wilbur! I thought it was the milkman.
Still think it's the milkman?
No. That was more like the butcher.
Come here, you Jezebel.
Why all this sudden affection?
Well, honey, I've been thinking, if something should happen to me and you should marry again, what sort of man would you marry?
Someone like you. Tall, dark, sophisticated, with a French accent.
I'm serious, Carol.
Wilbur, what brought all this on?
Well, I mean, we got to be realistic, you know. A man's got to provide for his loved ones.
Oh, Wilbur, really?
Well, I mean, I've been thinking, if something should happen to me, who would take care of Mr. Ed?
Ed? You mean who would take care of me?
Well, Ed and you. You and Ed. What I mean is, if something should happen to me, would you take care of Ed? That's what I mean.
Are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. Just promise me one thing. You won't marry a horse hater.
I'm glad I promise. Well, let's have breakfast. Oh, hi, honey. Where have you been all morning?
Oh, out on business. Wow. It's time for Ed's lunch. Carol, how about you feeding him?
Me?
Yeah, well, I think you ought to get used to feeding him.
Why?
Oh, that way, you can both get to know each other better.
Oh, Wilbur, please. I'm too busy to feed Mr. Ed.
I wish you'd take an interest in him, Carol. You could give him love, security.
All right. Get me some steel wool, and I'll knit him a pair of horseshoes.
Don't joke about it, Carol. Ed needs you. Why, if something ever happened to me, you can get married. Ed couldn't.
Have you got your clothes ready yet, Carol? My little doll is going to drive us down to the cleaners.
Oh, thanks, Raj.
It's only fair. She's been taking me to the cleaners for years.
Oh, Roger.
Can I help you with those?
Oh, thank you.
Where's Wilbur? I haven't seen him all morning.
He's feeding Ed. Roger, I'm worried about him.
Why? Is anything wrong?
Well, I don't know. Roger, you're his best friend. Is he all right?
Of course. Physically, he's fine. Of course, mentally, that's a different story.
Stop being such a clown. Can't you see she's worried?
Believe me, my dear, you've nothing to worry about. I'm sure that Wilbur is in perfect health.
I guess I'm worrying about nothing. Actually... What's this?
My goodness. Look at the size of that pill.
I've seen smaller bowling balls.
Wilbur's never taken a pill in his life. Why has he been hiding this from me?
Oh, they're probably just vitamin pills.
Has he complained about feeling sick lately?
No, on the contrary. Last night, he took me dancing and then for a moonlight ride on the beach. Oh, he hasn't been so romantic since our honeymoon.
Come on, doll. Open up for Mommy.
Oh, come on now, Kay. Cut that out.
Well, there goes my moonlight ride.
Don't look so grim, Carol. As Kay says, I'm sure these are only vitamin pills.
Well, of course, sweetie. If there was anything wrong with Wilbur, you'd know it.
Oh, that's right. If it hadn't been for you two, I'd be a nervous wreck.
As long as your mind is at ease, my dear.
Oh, excuse me. Hello?
Hello. Is Mr. Post in?
No, this is Mrs. Post. Is there any message?
Yes, please. I'm calling for your husband's attorney. Mr. Deedley left town, and he asked me to inform Mr. Post that his will would be ready for notarization this Monday.
What's the matter, honey?
Wilbur made out a will without telling me.
Oh, now there you go again, Carol. Just because your husband has been talking morbidly and made out a will and carries around a few pills. Courage, my dear.
Yeah, that tickles. Watch my mole.
You're feeling more secure now that you know you're mentioned in my will, huh?
You're all heart, Wilbur, and I want you to know something.
What is it, Ed?
If I should go first, everything I own goes to you.
Well, that's very kind of you, but I look kind of silly walking around with horseshoes in the saddle. Huh?
I wish I could leave you something, Wilbur.
Oh, Ed, you'll be leaving me wonderful memories of a horse that is faithful and kind. A true friend and a pal. There'll never be another horse like you, Ed. What's wrong?
I'm not even gone, and I miss me already.
I gotta go. We're having dinner tonight at the Addisons.
Now remember, I expect you to be brave. Now let's all smile, pretend to be gay. Wilbur, come in.
Sorry I'm late, Rog.
Oh, think nothing of it, old boy. Go ahead, the girls are waiting for you.
Boy, what a beautiful night. Why are you all smiling?
Addison just told us a very funny joke.
Oh, yeah, I heard a very funny joke today. It seems this farmer came out from the east, and he was a little confused by the change of time, you see. So he woke up one morning 3 hours early and started to milk the cow while the cow was still asleep. Suddenly, the cow woke up and said, "Thank heaven it's you. I thought I was being robbed." I don't know. I heard the joke. I thought I'd die.
Oh, Wilbur, please.
Wilbur, I'm going to the doctor tomorrow for my annual checkup. How about coming along with me?
Why, you scared of doctors?
No, I just like company.
Well, now that the cans are all open, shall we have dinner?
Yes. Oh, pardon me. Hello? Yes, he's here. Wilbur, it's for you. Hold it just a minute.
Thanks, Rog. Hello?
Roger, I can't stand it. I'm going to ask him what's wrong with him.
Yeah, maybe she should. You'll never get Wilbur to your doctor.
No, but maybe I can get my doctor to come to him.
But, Roger, you heard him. Wilbur would never submit to an examination. Not if he's trying to hide something from me.
He'll never even know that he's being examined by a doctor.
Well, how in the world are you going to do that?
Dr. Reynolds happens to be an excellent golfer. I'll introduce him as a golf instructor. Now leave everything to me.
Carol?
Oh, hi, Kay.
Has the doctor's...
Doctor? Golf pro. Where's Wilbur?
Upstairs, changing to his golf clothes. He's so excited about this lesson he thinks he's taking.
Oh, now, my dear, remember, you promised to be brave.
Yes, there's no sense in worrying, Angel. The doctor might I mean, the golf pro might find he's not so sick after all.
Kate, why don't you wait outside, huh?
Edison, I promise you, I won't say a word. That's the doctor.
Why don't you wait out on the patio, loose lips? I'll get it. Hello, John.
Raj, how are you?
Come in. He's upstairs. John Reynolds, this is Carol Post.
How do you do?
How do you do?
You have a lovely home.
Thank you.
And my wife, Kate.
How do you do? My husband tells me that you're one of the finest doctors. I'll be out on the patio.
Roger, I'm only doing this out of friendship for you and to relieve Mrs. Post's anxiety.
Oh, and I appreciate it so much.
Well, now, you understand, I can't give your husband a thorough physical examination this way.
We realize that, John. Just check him for the major symptoms. Later, we'll get him to your office for a complete checkup.
Fine.
Honey, is the golf pro here yet?
Yes, Wilbur is here. I'll wait outside.
Hi, Wilbur.
Hi.
Wilbur Post, John Reynolds.
How do you do?
Hello, John. Boy, this is a real treat for me. Roger's been telling me how much you've improved his game.
Well, he's been a very apt pupil. Now, if you'll just sit down and watch, I'll demonstrate the proper stance.
Okay.
You are. Now, the most important thing in getting a good smooth stroke is to pivot your knee correctly.
Oh, which knee?
That. Oh, that's fine, fine. Now, you take the club because I want to check your grip.
Oh, all right.
There we are. Right hand first. There we are. Good. Now, nice grip, firm but gentle. That's it. Now, what did you say your golf score is?
99.
What was that?
99.
Louder, please.
99.
Fine, fine.
What's fine?
Your grip. Oh. Now, let's see about those shoulders. They must be straight, you know. I'll try not to tickle you. Yeah. Now, let's see. No tenseness, no tenseness. Now, let's see. Would you take a deep breath for me, please?
Deep breath?
Oh, yes. It's very important, you know, just before you hit the ball to hold your breath.
Gets the power.
Power, that's right. Power. Now, would you breathe for me? Let it out. That's fine. Very good. Now, let's see. We'd better check on your backswing, I think.
Okay.
Let me help you here. There we go. Up, up slowly, slowly. There we go. Now, when you get to the top of the swing, it's very important to pause.
How long?
5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, good. Very good.
Somebody could have played through.
Yeah. Now, let's see. We've taken care of your backswing. Now, we'll attend to the downswing in a minute, but first, I want to check your sense of balance. Would you close your eyes, please, and hold your hands out in front of you?
Well, I never had a lesson like this before.
And you never will again. Listen to him, Wilbur. Listen to him. He took 6 strokes off my game.
Would you close your eyes, please?
Yeah.
Hands out in front of you.
All right.
Have you got your eyes closed?
Yes.
There? No? All right. Now, let's see. We'll check this balance here. Seems to be all right there. That's fine.
Is this for the grip or the swing?
Everything. Everything. Covers
Overall.
everything. Yeah. Let's see. Yes, I think you're doing just fine.
Good.
Make a good go. Oh, eyes closed.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were finished.
No. Now, hold your hands out. Now, would you lift your right leg for me, please?
Lift my leg?
Yes, lift your leg. Keep your eyes closed, hands out, leg up. There we are. Very good. Yeah, it's all right.
This is the strangest golf lesson.
Yes, well, you can't teach a man to line up a putt properly unless he's got good peripheral vision. Yeah, looks fine, fine.
Excuse me. Hello?
Wilbur, that golf pro is really a doctor.
He is?
You wouldn't go for a checkup, so they're bringing the checkup to you.
Oh. Well, thank you for the call.
They had me terribly worried with that doctor. You ought to teach them a lesson.
I think you're right, and I will. Goodbye, Mr. Jackson.
Huh?
Well, where were we?
Wilbur, what is the matter with you?
Well, nothing.
Huh?
I always get these nervous attacks when I worry.
What do you worry about?
Getting these nervous attacks.
Tell me, how long have you had these attacks?
Oh. Just since I fell off my horse.
Huh?
You never told me you fell off a horse.
Well, I didn't really fall off it. I fainted.
Do you get these attacks often?
Oh, only when my wife isn't around. I don't like to worry her. Haven't got time now, honey. Got to continue with our golf lesson. How about a little putting practice, Doctor?
Look, I'm sorry. You knew it all the time, didn't you?
Oh, of course. Golf pro. With those bloomers, you got MD written all over you. And Carol, I mean, that was a pretty sneaky way of getting a man examined.
But you're sick, and you refused?
Wait. Whatever gave you the idea that I am sick?
Well, that will you made out, and those pills I found in your pocket.
Honey, those pills are for Ed, and so is the will.
For Ed?
Excuse me, who is Ed?
Ed is my horse.
You made out a will to your horse?
Well, that's no stranger in making out a will to a cat.
Roger, let's get on with the examination. You hold him.
Now, wait a minute. What? Poor old Ed.
They sure had me worried with that doctor.
Yeah. You were practically in tears over the phone.
You're all I've got, Wilbur.
I know, Ed. I'm really your next of kin.
To me, you're like a blood brother.
Thanks, Ed. Well, at least you're well provided for now.
Say, how did she take it when you told her I was in your will?
What do you mean, how did she take it? I just told her that from now on I was the boss, that's the way I wanted it, and that was that.
Oh, boy, that's telling her. Good night, boss.
Good night, Ed.
A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed. Go right to the source and ask the horse. He'll give you the answer that you endorse. He's always on a steady course. Talk to Mr. Ed. People yakety yak a streak and waste your time a day. But Mr. Ed will never speak unless he has something to say. A horse is a horse, of course, and this one will talk till his voice is hoarse. You never heard of a talking horse? Well, listen to this.
I am Mr. Ed.
Soon, the galaxy premiere of Star Trek, rocketing in on NBC Week. The first adult space adventure blasts off Thursday, September 15th. Here among a billion stars, a lonely ship streaks along an endless path. It's the mammoth starship Enterprise. Follow her trackless journey each week on Star Trek. William Shatner stars as Captain James Kirk, Starship Commander, and Leonard Nimoy stars as Science Officer Spock, half Earthling, half Vulcanian. There are hazards that beset the Enterprise and its crew on board ship and on alien planets. Don't miss Star Trek in color.
comes America's favorite Marine, Gomer Pyle, with Sergeant Carter and the whole Pyle platoon of comedy.
Pyle, come on in. Eyes tight.
Mayberry Marine plunges into the most mixed-up military maneuvers that ever broke a sergeant's heart.
A flying saucer? How? Loosen that harness around your waist and just slip out of it. Look out, Sergeant.
No wonder a sergeant has to get away from it all. And Gomer, too. For the biggest, funniest mistakes in military history, join Gomer Pyle.
CBS presents this program in color.
Panchito.
Panchito.
If you will look at the first picture in your teletalkie, you will see a little burro. His name is Panchito. He's the little fellow with the big ears. One little chicken, she clucked. The little goose, he honked. And the little pig, he squealed. But when Panchito tried to bray, out came nothing. He tried and he tried, but no hee-haw. And right away, the little animals made up a song about him.
Panchito. He is a good little burro, but he cannot bray.
Cannot he, cannot haw, it is awful.
Panchito. The gooses and geeses, their nephews and nieces all say.
What a shame, such a shame. Too bad for the parents of little Panchito. Panchito has ruined their name.
Panchito.
Ay, poor Panchito. His heart was so heavy like a stone. He was so ashamed, he ran away and climbed to the top of the highest mountain. And when he got there, what do you think he saw? A little eagle in his nest. The little eagle was crying. So Panchito, he said,
Hey, little eagle, why do you cry?
and the little eagle said,
I cannot fly. And when an eagle cannot fly, there is much to cry about.
and when Panchito heard this, he said,
Ah, you poor little eagle. You are almost so bad off like me. I am a little burro, and I cannot bray. Ay, you poor little burro. Do you mind if I cry with you? No? No, little burro. Let us cry together. Thank you.
and after they could not cry no more, each felt so sorry for himself and for one another, they decided to jump off the mountain and end it all. Well, Panchito and the little eagle did jump off the top of the mountain. But as they were falling down and down, suddenly the little eagle called out.
Look, my wings, they're flying. Flap your ears, little burro, and fly like me. I can't.
And the ground kept getting bigger and bigger and closer and more bigger. But just before the ground got big enough to hit Panchito, the little eagle grabbed him by the tail. And Panchito made a one-point landing right on the tip of his nose. And the little eagle, he said,
Little burro, you know what? You brayed. No, I did not bray. Oh, but you did. You only think you cannot bray. Like I thought I could not fly. So if you think you can bray, you can bray. So what you think?
Panchito did not know what to think. But he thought he ought to think, and maybe think some more. In the meantime, at the village, a big fiesta was commencing to begin. The little chicken was practicing her clock. The little goose was practicing his honk. The little pig was warming up his squealer. The band was playing pretty music and everybody was happy. That is, everybody but the papa and mama of little Panchito. And they were very sad.
Oh, my poor Panchito.
If we only had him back, we would not care if he never prayed nothing.
Listen, Papa.
What is it?
And when the papa burro looked to see, there was little Panchito standing beside the little chicken, the little goose, and the little pig. And when the band did play, you never did hear such music. For Panchito, he joined in and brayed, hee-haw, hee-haw. And now little Panchito makes the biggest and most beautiful hee-haw in all Mexico. Which goes to prove, if you think you cannot, you cannot. But if you think you can, I think.
I'm Captain Buck of Homicide.
Gene Barry chases killers. Girls chase him on Burke's Law. And wacky comedy with the way out Navy of Commander McHale.
Ensign, take the Admiral's son to his quarters. Step lively, boys. Step lively.
Come on, Sonny. Sonny, sir.
No, wait a minute. Now, we're running a PT base, not a PTA. And then if our little friend runs out of pencils, I'll send over a fresh supply in the morning. Ta-ta.
Tuesday night is your night to watch Combat and McHale's Navy here on ABC.
Friday, a night to remember. The Green Hornet.
Stick to the back streets, Cato. Check.
The Time Tunnel. The Milton Berle Show. O'clock high. Friday, one of 7 nights to remember. A season you won't forget. All in color. On ABC.